Hey guys, it's Friday, and since Rob is still out irradiating himself at Chernobyl, I'm going to be doing the Friday new product post, and so let's go ahead and talk about what new products we have this week. First up, we have a new size of aluminum project enclosure. These project enclosures are pretty cool because they're made out of aluminum, so they're nice and tough, and it's really hard to crack them open by running them over with a truck or just accidentally dropping them off your workbench. They have plenty of space inside for your projects. We have carried aluminum enclosures in the past, 2 different sizes. One of the 2 sizes, the smaller one, was actually discontinued, so this is a replacement for that, and it's slightly smaller. I think it's 10 millimeters smaller in one dimension and maybe like 7 millimeters smaller in the other, so it's just a little bit smaller. It should work for all of the same kinds of projects. Like I mentioned on the product page, these were actually originally manufactured for building guitar effects pedals and things like that. So if you go to our catalog and look for stop switches and 1/4-inch audio jacks and things like that, then you could easily use this enclosure to make your own guitar pedal effect switches and things like that. Next up, we have the Yoyo OTG, which we already carry, but we now have it in retail packaging. The Yoyo OTG is the latest version of the Yoyo, which is an awesome embedded electronics development board for Android devices. The OTG actually stands for On the Go, which is a new USB connection type that it supports, which actually allows it to act as both a host when it's connected to your phone, and a device when it's connected to your computer. So not only can you use it with your Android device, you can also use it with your PC. It comes with the Yoyo board itself, and then it also has what's called an OTG cable, which is just a micro USB cable on one side that plugs into the board, and then a female USB-A on the other side, so you can plug in a standard USB charging cable into it. It also has some firmware on it that allows you to plug a USB Bluetooth dongle into it and actually use it wirelessly. So it's very cool, and there's constant development happening with the Yoyo. So if you're a distributor who's gotten some questions about what people can do to develop for Android devices, this is a good way to go. Or if you're just looking for a gift for your favorite Android developer, again, the Yoyo OTG in the new retail packaging, an awesome way to go. So over here I have a very simple demonstration. It's just one of our new open segment displays hooked up to a barrel jack connector for power. So I have one of our wallboard adapters plugged in that has a barrel jack on it, and I'm just going to plug that in. You can see it turns on. But unfortunately, since none of these buttons actually do anything, I can't turn it back off unless I just unplug it. What I need is a switch in line. In the past, I've come up with some solutions to this problem. This first one is a fairly clean build. You can see I've applied a generous amount of masking tape. This was another thing that I've built that I keep in the shop, and as you can tell, it's possibly too robust. It's really overkill, and you can really just flick that switch over. You can see that works. Turn off and on. If you're feeling really silly, I guess you could go this direction. This is one of our Poole chain switches. This is like what you might have on your ceiling fan. This does work, but I respect you too much to even demonstrate it. It's just really silly. So I'm going to show you what we have now. It's enclosed, so you don't have to worry about loose wires shorting out against your tools or your work surface. Plug this end into your box here, and then we'll plug our power supply into this end of the switch, flip it on, and you can see box turns on. I know it seems like a silly thing to go to all this trouble to explain how a switch works, but I can't overstate how useful this has actually become on my workbench since we got it in the building. So those are my picks for this week. As always, check the post below for more new products, and come back next week for another Friday new product post.